quisiera estar contigo, tú dormido entre mis brazos y mirarte en el silencio.
Hello everyone and welcome to San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV. Today we are right here with beautiful Laura Linda. How are you today, Laura?
I'm doing fabulous, Lorena.
You look so Linda. And this is definitely a beautiful home. I am at Laura Linda's house. And it is right here in beautiful Dallas, Texas. And I want to know, who is Laura Linda?
Well, Laura Linda is a born entertainer. I have been entertaining since the age of 3 years old, Lorena. So I am also a singer. I am a mother. I am a wife. And I am an artist singing in the industry today. So
you have been singing since a very young age. Okay, Laura, so I want to know, when did you ever realize that you can sing? What age were you?
You know, Lorena, I was probably about maybe 8 years old. My mother would teach dance class in our garage, and to all her students back in the day. And I would go into the garage and sing a lot of cover tunes, and I enjoyed singing. And somewhere in my heart, I knew that, I was able to follow a tune and aim at those perfect keys. And then it wasn't until then that, several people would tell me, Laura, you sound really, really good. So then I decided, all my life, I thought I was going to incorporate a dance career because of my mother. And never in my wildest dream did I ever thought I would be pursuing a singing career. So the great thing about it is I'm able to incorporate my singing and dancing all in one.
That's what I love about Laura Linda, is the fact that she's passionate, and you definitely have a beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
I admire that about you. There's many things that I admire about Laura Linda, and one of them is the fact that we have a lot of things in common. For an example, Laura is a very passionate and a very giving and a very, very beautiful woman inside out, because she is about everyone that surrounds her. Laura Linda took a totally different break for 20 years of her life because she wanted to definitely devote to her baby. Tell me a little bit about your baby.
So, before my daughter, I left the industry, Lorena, in 2000. My mother passed away in 2000, the late Dorothy Cervera, known and named by the Senator Carlos Truan, the Queen of Dance of Ballet Folklorico of Corpus Christi. And I moved to Dallas, Texas, because, I'm originally from Corpus Christi. I'm originally from South Texas. I moved to Dallas, Texas. I became the director of the drill team of Sunset High School here in Dallas, Texas. So I was there for 14 years. I had my beautiful daughter, Gianna Sky. I'm kind of going in order. Had my beautiful daughter, Gianna Sky. She is amazing. She's 11 years old. If you think I sing well, you haven't heard anything yet until you hear my little girl sing. So she's multi-talented, and she is, if you don't know me that well, she is my world. So anyone who knows Laura Linda knows that my daughter is definitely my world.
She is your world, that's for sure. Well, I believe that all of us mothers, we have our babies, and when we have kids, our world just take a totally different, direction in life, and they become our every breath we take.
Yes.
So believe me, I have two of my own. I have two beautiful boys, and they're already at the age of 30 and 29, Laura. So I am done. And okay, believe it or not, I'm way older than Laura. And Laura, you look like a baby because you still are a baby. And now you still have a baby, an 11-year-old. And obviously, she has become your world, and she's every breath you've taken. What I love about you, Laura, is the fact that you have a great balance in your life. you have learned different directions in your life of,
Yes.
what's going to work for Laura. And the most important thing is the fact that you have realized that it's never late to go ahead and go back. You kind of just sit back and say, okay, so I'm at the age of 50. So what is it that I've done? Where have I been? Where am I at? And where do I want to go? Okay, so Lorena Monroe is getting ready to be 60 years old, and I am so proud to say
Wow.
I am
Amazing.
going to be 60 years old, Laura, and I did exactly what you did. At my 50, okay, when I was 50, I sit back and I said, okay, I've done so many beautiful things in my life. What is it that I really enjoyed doing the most? And so you sort of kind of, track back a little bit, like you,
Yes.
like you.
Yes.
You said, okay, I've been singing since I was 8 years old. I have definitely, danced. Your mother was the biggest inspiration in your life, just like you are to your daughter.
Yes.
So you sort of kind of go back and take that little back step where you say, all right, what is it that I most love doing the most? Now, I know for a fact, like when I said at the beginning of this interview, is that Laura is very passionate about everybody that surrounds you. You're passionate about your fans,
Yes.
about your people.
Yes.
And I believe that the music that you have recorded many years back have really put you on the spotlight. The music, the legacy, but what the words of the songs have to say mean the world to many people around the world.
Correct.
So now that you have taken back, you've decided to obviously rebrand Laura Linda moving forward 2023, 2024.
Correct.
And you are working on an amazing song that we are getting ready to reveal very soon. And all the details are going to be announced very soon.
It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Because Laura Linda is like a little box of chocolate.
Aw.
Every time you take the ribbon, it's always going to be a different flavor.
Yes.
So everyone needs to follow you and stay on top of the game to know what Laura Linda is doing. But I love that about you because I did the same thing, Laura. When I turned 50 years old 10 years ago, I said, okay, so I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I've done that, and Laura, I also had a 1-year contract with Azteca America, and my first television show was Bailando por Pasión, Dancing for Passion. And I put San Antonio to dance. Did you ever heard of that television show that was Dancing with the Stars?
Yes, I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did.
So I tell you, Laura, I wanted to be the queen, like Dancing with the Stars. And I said the only way that I can be a queen, like Dancing with the Stars, was like having my own show.
Absolutely.
And so I did that back in the 90s. And that's when I decided, one day I want to own my own production studio because I hired a production studio for the whole year. I had a 1-year contract, and they taught me the passion and the beauty behind the lens.
And you have the most beautiful studio. If you haven't seen her studio, it is amazing. It really is.
And Laurita, you know what was so nice? I loved the fact to see the youth, the young, beautiful kiddos out there dancing. So that's another thing that Laura and I have in common, that we love music, but we love to dance. But let's go back a little bit about your dancing studio. So tell me a little bit about your dance studio.
So I decided to continue the legacy, my mother's legacy in Dallas, Texas. So I opened up Cervera Dance Company. It's been, in different locations here in Dallas. But the last location that has been opened has been very, very successful. And it has been open probably about 5 to 6 years now. And the difference here, Lorena, is it's very special because I cater to the lower income children of South Dallas. So for me, that is just so rewarding to be able to educate, encourage, and inspire these young children in the world of drill team and dance. You know, these children deserve the same opportunity that everyone else out there in this world has. So it's very, very inspiring. It's definitely another passion of mine. And I look forward to many more years to come.
And that's another thing that I look up to, Laura Linda. The fact that, you know, you're out there helping kiddos, you know,
Yes.
like you said earlier, with low incomes,
Yes.
because, you know, they have a talent.
Absolutely.
And they want to be out there in the spotlight. And not only that they want to be on the spotlight, but you could sort of kind of use their energies in a good way, and staying healthy and learning and just
Yes.
being passionate about falling in love with music. And that's why I love about you, Laura.
Well, thank you so much. You know, they have dreams. And, you know, when they walk through that door, I teach them all to be champions. You know, we don't go to competitions because in my eyes and in my heart, Lorena, they're all winners. They're all winners when they walk through that door. And, you know, it builds their self-esteem. We work on self-esteem. So when they walk out of Cervera Dance Company, it is definitely a game changer for those children.
When I had my show, Bailando por Pasión, Dancing for Passion, Laura, that was my same vision that you have.
Wonderful.
We would take kiddos that were out, you know, in the streets, that were getting themselves in trouble. You know how every teenager out there, there's no perfect teenager, Laura, okay?
Yes.
Every teenager out there is always, you know, looking for a way to get themselves in trouble.
Correct.
So I would go out and challenge those kiddos. And I went through different agencies. I would do, you know, different nonprofits where we would find the dancers, and then we brought them over, and I hired instructors where they taught them how to dance. And we put San Antonio to dance for a whole year.
Wow.
And it was exactly what you're doing, Laura. It was the fact that, you know, always wanted to help all the young kiddos out there.
Yes.
And take them away from
Yes.
getting themselves in trouble.
Absolutely.
And that's what, you know, music does.
Yes.
You know, when you fall in love with music, you put your heart somewhere else.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing that you have done practically all your life since you were a little girl.
Since I was a little girl, that's all we ever knew was the world of dance. So it's quite inspiring. It's also quite inspiring when these children leave, and then later on their children are in the dance company. So you know that you've inspired their lives, and that's why we're here on this circle. And we're here for a purpose, and that's to inspire others.
Yes, and that's what I love about you, Laura Linda. All right, so my next question for you. I want you to tell me a little bit about where Laura has been in the past, what Laura is doing in the future. How is it that Laura Linda is going to rebrand her beauty and herself moving forward to leave a beautiful legacy like you have done in the past? What is it that you are going to be able to do that is different, that is going to say, okay, Lorena, this is going to be different?
Well, first of all, I met you.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
And you know, like I was telling my friends that you have inspired me, Lorena, in so many ways. And that's not very easy for Laura Linda to do, to be inspired. So when I met you, it was wow, you know, it was just a game changer, I would say. And I'm just so inspired to know where my career is going to go, and more so because I'm going to be working with Lorena and Bonita Productions. So she's right. We have a lot of secret details that we can't expose right now, but I can't tell you how excited we are to move forward with Bonita Productions, with Team Laura Linda moving forward for all the Laura Linda fans out there. It's definitely, we are definitely working on a rebrand change with Lorena and Bonita Productions, and we can't wait to see what's ahead.
Well, one thing that I can tell you, Laura, is mutual, because I want everyone to know, and I want you to express, all right?
Yes.
How is it that we met? Okay, tell them a little bit about the award that you won, behind the legacy of everything that happened.
Yes.
I want you to share that.
So, I won. I'm currently the Female Entertainer of the Year for the All Star Music Awards that just took place with Jesse Torres. And so he went and had all the winners interview with Bonita Productions, Lorena Monroe. And I walked into this just beautiful studio in San Antonio. And I was able to meet this beautiful lady. So that is how I was able to meet Lorena. And she gave me a very, very professional interview. And from that point on, we decided that we had many things in common and that we were going to move forward with our direction. So.
Yes, and you know, the beauty about Laura Linda is that the one question I asked, just like I do with many of my clients, is, Laura, are you willing to commit?
Yeah, you know, I would probably tell somebody not sure, just because the inspiration has to be there. But, you know, Lorena asked me, Laura, you know, we can do so much, you know, together. Are you willing to commit? And so I told her, and, you know, Louise told her, we're in 100%. We're in 100%. So I am already making progress.
Yes,
Let's put it that
big
way.
progress. And that only has been in 2 weeks, Laura.
Yes.
It's like you took the Titanic and you are in the driver's seat and you're going like east, and you said, nope, wrong, we're going to go north, and this is how we're going to do it. And I love that about you, because
Yes.
you know, I do have many beautiful people that come into Bonita Productions, and you know, they all want to make a change in their lives. And that's why we do, Laura, that's why we do what we do.
Right.
Because we want to help people to obviously make their dreams a reality.
Absolutely.
And help them in every way we can. No one's perfect. No one comes in with the perfect shape and the perfect idea, but we make it the perfect shape and the perfect idea by reuniting, collaborating, making a plan, and putting it to work.
Absolutely.
You know, life is full of opportunities, Laura.
Right.
Life's gift
Right.
is the gift that we want. And the only thing we need to do is open the window and give us the opportunity.
That's right. And we're going to go full force. We really are.
And I am so proud of what you have done in 2 weeks. And I want everyone to know that I'm right here in Dallas, Texas. And I said, I am looking forward for this trip because I want to see my beautiful Laura Linda, because she did tell me she had a surprise. And when I walked in here, she totally did shock me. And I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, that's what I call commitment. That's what inspired me about Laura Linda, was the fact that she wants to definitely take the Tejano industry out of the box.
Out of the box.
And that's when you caught my eye right there. When you say, Lauren, I want to take the Tejano industry out of the box. Why the Tejano industry and also the country? The country industry is something that you have done in the past, Laura. Let's talk a little bit about the country, because I know that you've got so many beautiful songs out there. It's like I had discovered a diamond in the rough.
Well, thank you.
When listening to all the music, everything that you have done in the past, I was like, I was impressed, and I'm honored, and I'm going to say it right here. It is an honor, but most of all, it is a blessing. Why? Because we need more people like you, Laura. We need people like you that are driven, people like you that can commit, and people like you that can say, if you can do it, I can do it.
That's right. Sí se puede.
Sí se puede. Sí se puede. And when she said, Lorena, how can we take the Tejano industry out of the box?
We need to.
And I said, we are going to do this. And what I most loved was the fact that her husband, Senor Luis, went out and just said, I'm in, and I'm here to support my wife. When I came in here to beautiful Laura Linda's house, the first question that she asked me was, Lorena, why me?
Why me? Why me?
Why me? And I answered very simple. And I said, because in you, I saw the beautiful couple like David Monroe and Lorena Monroe that are about making a difference to the beautiful legacy to come. And I saw the beautiful support within husband and wife, like the one that I have at home.
He's wonderful too.
Your husband, Louis. Let's talk a little bit about Louis, okay?
Okay.
What did I tell you earlier today? I said I saw the love in the little eyes looking at you with those little eyes of love, of support, of giving. And he said, I am here to support my wife. That was when I said, that's it. He's committed.
Yes.
She committed. I am right here for you as Lorena Monroe to help you with anything to brand you to the next level with the Tejano and the country music. We have a beautiful gift to give all the beautiful fans out there that are your fans, Laura Linda, because you are doing this for your fans.
Yes.
You are doing this to all the artists out there, all the youth out there that want to dance, that want to get involved with the music industry, and that want to make their dreams a reality. You want to be that person that you can say,
model. Yes.
I want to be that role model for everyone.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel fantastic. It goes back to inspiring, our children of the future. And, I can honestly say, that this industry, this music industry, is not an easy one. It is it can be very, very difficult. But the one thing that I can and I will stress is that, and I know you agree with this, Lorena, that education comes first and it's number one. We all have dreams, but if you don't have anything solid, a solid foundation to fall back on, well, then you have nothing. Okay, so I stress to all the children that are upcoming in the industry, go to school, get your college degree, have this as a hobby, and after you graduate with your college degree, then you get to do what you want, but please, education comes first.
I admire your thinking and your goal, because that's definitely the most important thing. Education is the key to everything. The Tejano industry, it is definitely a wonderful industry to be a part of.
The sky is the limit. So that's where you and I will really be able to incorporate our forces.
That's right. That's right. We could not do it without the fans. We cannot do it without people like you that are out there applauding everything we do. And I want to go ahead and take a moment to just thank everyone that is out there sending me emails, text messages. I mean, I have almost 800 text messages from different people, that want attention. And I love that. I love that because, that just shows, Laura, that we must be doing something right.
Yes.
We must be doing something right where people want to be a part of everything that we're doing, because everything that we're doing has got to do with three things. It's got to do with music. Mm-hmm. It's got to do with passion. It's got to do with having fun.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Having fun.
Having
fun, music, passion, traveling. I mean, who would not want to travel, right?
That's right. Who would not want to travel? And of course, Lorena Monroe and Laura Linda are going to be traveling together. Why? Because we have a little bit of a different direction on how we want to be able to put Laura Linda behind the cameras. I think that it's important to get out of the box.
Get out of the box.
Get
Yes.
out of the box. You know how most people are always in the same box, you know, kind of going, swinging left, right, left, right, left, right. We got to get out of it. And that's what Lorena Monroe likes to do. I love to get out of the box, and I love to do things different. And I don't care what anybody thinks or what everybody says, or if they like it or if they don't like it. You know, the most important thing is that I'm doing it and I'm loving it.
That's
and
right.
that's what
all
life
that matters.
and that's what life is all about, Laura. I think Laura and I have a lot of things in common, but that's one thing that her and I have decided that we have in common, is that we want to go out there and just invite everyone that wants to be a part of what we're doing, because what we're doing is got to do with fun.
Fun, fun, fun.
Okay, Laura, so I'm going to give you an opportunity to ask Lorena Monroe a question.
So, Miss Monroe, give me your top 3 passions.
My top 3 passions, one of them is dancing,
Okay.
music. I love to listen to music. And the third one is every morning
That's
I
nice.
meditate. Okay. There's not one day in my life, and people that have been around me that travel with me, they can tell you. Every morning I wake up and I meditate. And when I meditate, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful for another precious day, Laura.
Yes.
Because every day that we wake up and we open that window every day, you know, we just got to be grateful, you know. And I am the woman that is just grateful, but I do not go one day without meditation. I do not go one day without listening to music, and I do not go one day without waking up dancing.
Yay!
Those are my 3 passions. Did I answer that?
You sure did.
And thank you so much, Laura, for giving me the opportunity. But then again, you know, those people out there, they have to open their hearts and give themselves that opportunity. Do you agree?
I agree.
You know, you
I
got to
agree.
want to give yourself an opportunity. And what you put into life is what you get out of life.
I agree.
Do you agree, Laura?
100%. Yes.
Okay. So I highly recommend everyone to get up, meditate.
Get up and meditate. I'm going to
Just
have to try meditating now.
Be grateful. Just drink that cup of coffee, close your eyes, go into that meditation, and just thank God. Just thank God for another precious day. The best gift you can give anybody around the world is a big smile and a great attitude. If you ask Mr. David Monroe, what is it that you most love about your wife? He's going to say, she is the most positive woman I have ever met. Because we got to stay in the positive note. Do you agree?
I agree.
And that's one thing that I love about you. That no matter your ups, your downs, your difficulties, your stones, you know, that are in front of you, Laura, you have stood up and moved forward. Stood up and moved forward.
Stood up and moved forward.
And I love about you is that you don't take a no for an answer. I love that about Laura Linda.
But I like to observe and listen, and I've been learning a great deal from you, Lorena. I really have. I'm once again so inspired about not only you, but about your production company, La Bonita Productions. You know, we're just, you know, Luis and I, and you know, we're just so inspired. So
wonderful.
Thank you for making that difference, and thank you for inspiring. And I look forward to what's going to be coming ahead.
Well, thank you, Laura Linda. Thank you for opening up the doors of your heart. Thank you for opening up the doors of your home. And thank you for opening up the windows to all your beautiful fans. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. And I want to thank you, San Antonio Monthly Magazine TV, for allowing Lorena Monroe to be the voice for our beautiful community. Hasta la vista.
Cuando dices te quiero, me gusta abrazarte, perderme en tu aroma.